Braedyn, Phil mentioned named Tyler the starter the last few days. Just your performance these couple of weeks, how do you feel about what you've done to position yourself for your long-term future here?
Yeah, I mean, I feel good about where I'm at from a performance standpoint. I think I'm performing at a high clip, executing at a high level, and doing my job when I'm in there.
As far as your work in camp, where do you think you've helped your game the most, or maybe just shown the development you've been kind of looking for?
Yeah, I mean, I think from an operations standpoint, that's kind of where my game stands out, in my opinion. I think that I have the ability to put us in the right plays almost every snap. And then I think that the post-snap execution, that part's on me and the guys around me. So, but just the operation and the understanding of getting guys in the right spots and things like that.
I mean, what are the emotions of hearing from Coach after playing pretty well in the first 2 weeks of camp here that looks like number 2 might be your role for this year?
I mean, we all want to start, we all want to be out there, but I mean it's Coach's decision, and I gotta figure it out.
Braedyn, you learned pretty quickly last year that you had to be ready, right? Going as a starter, is that kind of mentality again this year that you have no idea what's going to happen from here on out, and you just have to be ready?
Yeah, I mean you gotta. Yeah, anytime you step on the field, you got to be prepared and ready to go, no matter what.
Phil said that the younger running backs like Dylan and Darian have kind of maybe taken some cues from you in the back, you and Tyler in the backfield. But just what have you seen from those young running backs and their progression throughout this camp to getting those second-team reps?
Yeah, no, I think I tried to tell you guys before. I think you guys have seen what I was talking about. But like I said, man, they're freaks and they know what to do with the ball in their hands, and so it's our job to continue to feed them and get them those touches. They've done a great job.
As you're working in a competition like you guys were for the first 2 weeks, is it hard to maybe gain some of that chemistry with the receivers? How do you guys kind of operate through that? And now, with some set roles, is there maybe a change there?
I don't think there's a change. I think that Coach Fick will call it 1As and 1Bs. I mean, Will Pauling is going to be primarily with the first group, and there's some guys that you'll primarily see with the first group, but at receiver, if you're in the top 6, like you're going to play. At running back, get the top 4 or 5, they're going to play. Even the O-line will shuffle around groups at times. So, and I think that throughout the spring and the summer, like we do a great job of coming out here and training just on our own. Throwing to everyone because you never know what's going to happen with injury. You're going to have to play 6 guys in a game. I mean, potentially more than that. And so, I don't think that there's a struggle there.
What has stood out to you about how Tyler has handled himself since he got here, and the traits you think he can bring to help this offense?
I mean, I think that's probably a better question for a coach, but I mean, he handles himself well, like a professional.
How did the coach tell y'all? How did he break the news?
Just a one-on-one meeting.
Braedyn, now going into next year, what are some areas maybe you're looking to improve to heighten going for the upcoming year when you're ready?
I mean, you got to go through kind of an evaluation and figure out where you're at and things like that. So that's kind of a hard question to answer right now. I'm kind of still focused on this year and doing what I got to do.